Once you have created a nice view, which you can still adjust further, then in the top view, you'd like to add here in front of your frame a nice location of some trees. So you can go to Architecture, Component, and look for some nice trees. It's always nice to know the type of leaves that each of these tree would create for your render. So let's do some red ash. So that's a nice 7.6 meter tree, or a red maple, maybe 9 meters high, or a scarlet oak. So depends on the location. So let's say I'll use a scarlet oak. So maybe I'll place it somewhere here. Okay, and you can always move this around. So you can move it using your arrow key for a nice, more precise placement and fine-tuning of the placement of your tree. Okay. Maybe a little to the left. Okay. Once you have placed that tree, you can always think of some site works that you can add here. Maybe your sidewalk, roadway, and all that. So that should be part of your preparation. And then at the back, maybe you'd like to place some other types of trees. So Architecture, Component, let's place some hawthorn here. There it is. And if you want to know where your field of vision is, you can always select the frame. So you know exactly where that tree would land based on your camera location. So select the frame. Okay. Maybe move this somewhere here. And you can add other maybe types of trees. Oops. Component. Okay, you'd like to try to cover the horizon line. So for now, I'll just place trees. And if you're using a different application for rendering, like you're bringing this into Lumion, you might not want to place the trees. But for now, since we're trying to learn how to render using Revit, you'd like to create all those, or place all those foreground and middle ground objects. Okay, maybe some trees here as well. And always fine-tune the location using your keyboard. Okay. So place other objects as needed. You can always load more. Component. So load family. Okay, so you have here items that you might be able to use. Some bike stands, bollards, dumpster. You don't like that in your some park bench, planter, so you can place some trees there. A trash, okay. Quite limited, but you get the idea. So these are families. Okay, let's add a park bench. Open that. Maybe a nice bench here. Maybe add another. Now you do want to hide your foundation line, or hopefully you placed your site properly. Otherwise, you don't want to show this. So make sure you hide this in view. Select tab, highlight tab, and then click to select. Right click, hide in view elements. You don't want to show those, or you might need to place your site here properly. So tab, select, hide in view the category. Likewise this one here, hide in view the category, and hide in view category. So things that you don't want to see or to show, should be hidden. Okay. Now if you have your site, then that should cover that. Otherwise, there are two ways of rendering this. You can render here in Revit and place a background object where you already have your grass maybe, or site finish, and some clouds. Or you can render this using a color like something green or maybe blue, since we have some green leaves here, so something blue. And normally video or photo editor will use green or blue or colors that you cannot find in your scene, and in Photoshop you can easily remove that color and then place your building in a different background. Okay. So you can use color, or you can use an image. So if you have an image, you can already directly place here the image and render that. So for now, we'll just render this as is. Okay. So after preparing your site, the next thing we'll do is try to do a test render.